Okay, folks, so if flipping is something that you guys want to do, well, we've got you covered, because right behind me is a property that I've been looking at for a while here in the Northland of Kansas City area. It's right on North Brighton Avenue. So this property is very unique because it has acreage. It needs a full rehab. And we're going to go ahead and look at this entire property, look at the acreage that it has, and then determine what things need to be done to it. What items are going to need to be rehabbed to get this and bring this into 2024. So if this is something you guys are looking to get into, then we've got you covered. So stick with us to the end, because we got lots of great information you guys definitely don't want to miss. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so if this is the first time your channel, thank you very much for coming over. Please click like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you're looking for, what you want, what you like, what you don't like. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you've been here before, thank you very much. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this video or what other videos you guys are interested in seeing. So send us a text, an email, call us, or set up a Zoom call. It'll be quicker and easier for us to communicate. Para mi comunidad hispana, si esto es una propiedad que están interesados o algo similar en el lado de Kansas o de Missouri, no duden en comunicarse con nosotros. Hagan una llamada, un texto, un correo electrónico, o mejor todavía, haz una llamada tipo Zoom. Gracias. My name is Fernando Marquez. I'm a licensed realtor with United Real Estate Kansas City, and this is my channel, Investing and Living in Kansas City. We get calls and emails from people like you all the time wanting to relocate to Kansas City, buy their first property, looking for land to build their forever home, upgrading, downgrade, or better yet, looking for investment properties, which is something that we're going to take a look on here. So if investing in Kansas City, either on the Missouri or Kansas side, is something you guys are interested in it, then reach out to us. One of the benefits about being a real estate agent like myself is that we're also investors. I've been a real estate agent for 5 years and an investor for 8 years. We've done all kinds of types of investment, single family property, multifamily, you name it, we've done it. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out to us. We've got tons of experience that we can share with you guys and hold your hand along the entire process. So that's the road, North Brighton. You can see this property spans quite a bit. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna go around up top. So as you can see, this is a large property. We'll get into the details towards the end. One of the first things I see right here is the driveway. The driveway probably just needs to be replaced. That's probably the first thing. You got an old fence over here on the side that needs to be done away with. Obviously you can see the trees, you've got a lot of landscaping to do over here. I mean, these trees are overgrown. They need to be cut back. Looking down the driveway, so landscaping is the first thing that comes out. Second thing, obviously, look how bad that driveway is right there. So right off the bat, this needs a lot of work. So all of this I'd probably replace. Everything that's concrete, get that replaced. Obviously someone's already started on the clean out, and it looks like they stopped for whatever reason. So this property was sold about a year ago. So somebody bought it with the intention of getting it rehabbed and decided to just put it back on the market. So take a look at this deck out front. The deck itself, I don't know if I'd replace it, but definitely need to assess whether it is safe or not, and then go from there. If it needs to be replaced, I probably wouldn't replace the entire deck in its entirety. Probably do not need a deck that large, but it just depends. Right here, you can tell, yeah, this deck over here is too far gone. You see right there, it's completely, oh man, yeah. It probably isn't even safe to walk on. You see that in the middle, it's dipped down quite a bit. So yeah, this whole deck needs to be replaced, in my opinion. And it's a pretty big deck, so I would rebuild it. I don't see a need to make it that large. The garage door seems to be newer, but it's kind of hard to tell if it needs to be replaced or not. We'll take a look at it. So this is the front. We're going over here to the left side. You see he's got some siding issues right there. That'll need to be fixed. The screen up there. The rest of the siding, from what I can tell, just needs to be cleaned up. This is the side of the building. Yeah, so there's a bunch of siding repair, but it's just dirty. You got some backfilling that needs to be done over here. Some trash that needs to be picked up over there. We're gonna go around the other side. Now looking down the driveway. It's a pretty long driveway. This is a large property. You'll realize that when we go through it and go through the numbers. So you see all this concrete would just need to be replaced. Here was the original stairs. Back when, not sure. This is a 1947 build, I believe it is. And then you see over there, that was the entrance to the property. Went up over there, and then some years later, they built this deck over it. So you got the old stone wall here from back in the day, and they ended up patching it up with concrete some time ago. That all needs to be replaced. And you can see how far back that property line goes. I mean, the property itself is really nice. Just remember one thing, when you have a property this large, a lot of grass to cut. A lot of people forget about that. They just get caught up in how pretty the landscape is. All right, let's go ahead and go under here. They'll take a look at the outside. All right, so here we are. Came through the old entrance. We're up the old entrance. Here's the deck I was talking about. I don't know if you can tell right there how it's dipped in the middle. Yeah, it doesn't look safe. I'm a big guy and I'm not going to walk on it. So it's a nice sized deck, but that whole deck is shot. The vinyl siding is nice. Some of the windows are newer, updated windows, vinyl siding, vinyl windows, excuse me. So one of the things when you look at a flip that I do for sure is you see that meter, it's in the meter can. So we know we don't have to call the utility company and pull permits, at least at this point, to go ahead and get that updated. It's been updated. So here's starting to the backside. The roof doesn't look bad, you know, probably a little older, but you can tell it's kind of wavy in some areas. So maybe it's the sheeting underneath. I mean, that flashing up there doesn't look very good. See the chimney? It does have a chimney cap, and it's a newer chimney cap. Why do I know that? Because I bought those at Home Depot myself to add on the flip. The backside over here needs quite a bit of love. It's on kind of a hill, as you can see. So let's go down here. Definitely don't want to trip and fall. So as you can see on the backside over here, something over there on that overhang is missing some support. And that on the side needs sheeting. It looks like they added a room or something to that effect. You know, it's kind of hard to say, but down here, it looks like that might be I know that this property over here is on a septic tank. So maybe the septic tank was removed, or maybe it was recently replaced. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at here. This looks to be like a cistern of some sort. Definitely don't want to fall in there. Okay, so far it's not looking very good in my opinion. There's a lot of structural stuff that I'm seeing. You know, let's take a look at the rest of the yard back here. A lot of brush that needs to be put back or cut back. You know, the backyard's kind of on a pretty major slope, but I mean, it's really nice, but it's definitely not flat. So on the exterior, the things you want to look for are going to be the roof, any structural issues. You look down here underneath that door, you see that poured concrete there is cracked. So that's going to be something that needs to be addressed. You look at siding, you look at windows, you look at the chimneys. You know, you look for things like that could be problematic. Looks like they have updated gutters. Got exterior lights. Let's try to go inside. So right now I can tell that the decking is very spongy. Okay. All right, so trying to walk over here where I said I wasn't going to walk, but I got to get this video done. All right. Okay, so as you can see, this property needs an enormous amount of work. All the flooring, all the walls. Here's the bathroom. Yeah, this property is in really bad shape. Look at the kitchen. Yeah, I mean, this is a complete gut job. In my opinion, there's not much salvaging this. This is the access to the basement. No need to go down there. Not sure what we're gonna find. So, this is another bedroom. That right there is the chimney stack in between the closets. Here's another bathroom. And here's another bedroom. Yeah, this is a bust. All right, so I said I wasn't going to walk on this, but yeesh, this is, well, that's the only good thing about this place, the flag. All right, so yeah, I got out of there pretty quick. That was a little scary. So that's the house. So let's talk a little bit about this property, okay? And how I would assess this property right here. So let's take a look at this property again. All right, so you can't even see the other houses except that one through the trees. You can see a house back there. Goes around. So this house right here, man, it really needs a lot of attention. Let's go ahead and talk about the numbers on here. Okay, folks, so let's go ahead and talk about the numbers on here. So this property is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot property. It's a 1940s build, and this property is listed right now for $205,000. The price had been dropped now a couple times from like 250. It sold in January of 2023 for, I believe, 150,000. And it looks like the people who bought it before did go ahead and start the demolition and then stopped, and for whatever reason decided to put it back on the market. So the pictures do not do this place justice, or vice versa, because it's way worse than the pictures that are listed. That's why it's really important to always look at properties. Don't assume that the pictures that you see are what the property is. So like you can tell, I mean, I just quickly ran through there. I didn't really concentrate on too much. It was a little bit scary. It was pretty darn quiet, and definitely didn't go in the basement. There's no need to. This property right here, the biggest benefit here is it's on 3.5 acres. And if you've seen while I span around the area, there's tons of grasses, tons of area. So this property right here, it needs so much. It might be a tear down. You know, I'm not an expert on construction or anything like that, but a lot of times with these properties, you have to think outside the box, you know? So you say, this is 3.5 acres. It's basically country living in the city, and you can probably hear over not too far. It's on a main road. As I mentioned before, it's North Brighton and in the Northland in Clay County, in Kansas City North. So you have to think, you know, is the 3 acres worth it? You know, so you buy this, probably see what is salvageable on this house in terms of the foundation or structure, or maybe it's a complete tear down. And then you start from scratch, but now you've got 3 acres, 3.5 acres to work with. The price at $205,000, it's not going to work. So you have to figure out, have to crunch numbers to see what the value of the land is, and maybe put in an offer basis the value of the land. You know, that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is if these 3 acres, you can split them up, and then you can rebuild on 1 acre and sell the other 2 acres. There's something to that effect, to see if that's a possibility. So everything having to do with investing in real estate is thinking outside the box. You have to look for opportunities where they don't exist. So that's one of the things that we do as real estate investors, is we look at all kinds of opportunities that are available to us, that we find, and see what exit strategies we can apply. Because sometimes it's not so much as, okay, I buy a house, I fix it up, I resell it and make a profit, or I keep it as a rental. Sometimes there's opportunities that are not in plain view. So as an investor, we do a lot of that. Okay. And as agents, that's something that we provide to people who want to become investors, who want to add to their portfolio, who are looking for opportunities that most people do not see because they don't know what to look for. So definitely, if you guys are interested in investment properties, reach out to me. My team and I can help you in any aspect that you guys need or you guys want for investing in Kansas City metropolitan area, or even on the Kansas side. So we've got tons of experience. And like I mentioned before, we've done fix and flips, we've done wholesaling, we've bought and remodeled small apartments, and we have over 20 units ourselves, rental units, and we're all value add. None of them were purchased turnkey. They were all distressed properties that we had to go in and remodel everything and then do cash out refis in order to get our money back and leave those in our portfolio. So those are things that we can provide as a service to you guys, what to do with the property and how to get into investing. So don't hesitate to reach out to us. Email, text, phone call, set up a Zoom. We're looking forward to hearing from you. God bless and thank you.